Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. So check this one out from the New York Post. House Speaker Mike Johnson calls to fire any federal workers who take part in planned walkout over the Gaza policy. Interesting. Federal employees deserve to be fired if they participate in a planned walkout to protest President Biden's handling of Israel's war against Hamas, House Speaker Mike Johnson said on Sunday. The Louisiana Republican made the statement on X, commenting on a news article that reported workers in at least 22 agencies plan to protest Biden's policy involving Gaza by joining the work stoppage Tuesday. Quote, any government worker who walks off the job to protest U.S. support for an ally, Israel, is ignoring their responsibility and abusing the trust of taxpayers, Johnson posted. They deserve to be fired. And I think I'd have to agree. I mean, these people should probably be fired if they're going to go against the trust of the taxpayers. Johnson vowed to work with fellow Republican House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer to ensure that each federal agency initiates appropriate disciplinary proceedings against any person who walks out on their job. A group of dozens of federal workers, billing itself as Feds United for Peace, is reportedly planning to hold a day of mourning that would mark the 100th day of Israel's military campaign in Gaza. The Jewish state launched a military action after Hamas terrorists slaughtered 1,200 and kidnapped more than 200 Israelis during a sneak attack on October 7th. The Hamas-backed Gaza Health Ministry said nearly 24,000 Palestinians have been killed over the last 3 months. Israel's military said it has killed about 9,000 Palestinian fighters and had lost 189 Israel Defense Forces soldiers so far. And I take those reports with a grain of salt, considering they're self-reporting, you know what I mean? But let's just continue. The organizers of Tuesday's expected protest told Al Monitor they believe hundreds of other workers will join after staffers from 22 federal agencies pledged to walk out. The workers include employees of the Executive Office of the President, the Departments of Defense, State, Homeland Security, and Veterans Affairs, as well as the National Security Agency, the outlet reported. Additionally, members of the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, the Naval Research Laboratory, and National Park Services, the Food and Drug Administration, the Federal Aviation Administration, and the Environmental Protection Agency are also expected to protest during the workday, per the outlet. Goodness, what's going on? What you're seeing with this effort is something very unusual, and that is for the dissent to be manifested via a physical act, one organizer told Al Monitor. The protest comes as Biden, a Democrat, has faced mounting pressure over the support of Israel from inside and outside of federal government. Biden told hecklers at a campaign event early last week that he's quietly pushing Israel to significantly get out of Gaza. The commander-in-chief statement comes days after Israeli officials moved to reduce troop levels in Gaza. Anti-Israel demonstrators targeted the White House Saturday night as they shouted F Joe Biden and pushed up against a reinforced fence outside 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Non-essential staffers were evacuated from the area as a precaution as the aggressive rally intensified, the Secret Service said. Well, I think I'm going to have to agree with Mike Johnson on this one, and as I believe, it could be against the law for folks in these positions to actually politically protest, especially while they're on the job. I could be wrong, but what are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. On your way out, if you don't mind, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching to the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one.